The sky turned gray that evening when the results of Yu Menglong's autopsy were finally revealed. The excitement that once surrounded his name had vanished, replaced by silence and sorrow. The man who used to bring warmth with his gentle smile was now at the center of a tragedy that shook millions. Everyone waited breathlessly for one thing: the truth behind the report that had been kept hidden for too long. Outside the Beijing Police Department, hundreds of reporters crowded the courtyard. Cameras flashed, microphones reached forward, and banners reading "Justice for Menglong" waved amid flickering candles. When the spokesperson stepped out holding the official autopsy report, time seemed to stop. And then came the sentence that shattered hearts across the nation: "A part of his body is missing." Those words echoed like thunder. The report didn't specify which part, but the implication alone was devastating. How could someone as kind and gentle as Yu Menglong be treated so cruelly? Was there really an attempt to erase his existence completely? Social media exploded within minutes. The hashtag Yu Menglong autopsy result hit #1 on Weibo, gaining over 300 million views in a single night. Fans from around the world posted messages of disbelief and grief. "He didn't deserve this," one wrote. "If someone hurt him, we will never forgive," another replied. But amid the chaos, one name began to surface: Xing Feng. A close friend of Menglong, and the first person who saw his body after it was sent from the hospital. Xing Feng wasn't just a friend, he was also a former forensic specialist, a man who had left his career years ago due to pressure from powerful figures in the entertainment industry. When he saw Menglong's body, he immediately knew something wasn't right. "The body showed clear signs of manipulation," Feng said quietly in an exclusive interview. "There were incision marks not listed in the hospital report. Something was done to him after death." His words sent shockwaves across the internet. For the first time, people began to believe that Yu Menglong's death might not have been natural, that perhaps there was something much darker hidden beneath the surface. Feng then made a decision that changed everything: he would help the family conduct an independent autopsy. News of this move spread like wildfire. Fans rallied around him, calling him the only man brave enough to fight for truth. "He's not just a doctor," one comment read, "he's Menglong's brother and now his voice." Meanwhile, inside the late actor's home, the atmosphere was heavy with grief. Menglong's mother sat silently on the couch, her eyes red from endless crying. Beside her was Xing Fei, Menglong's closest friend and former co-star, holding her trembling hand. Fei could barely speak, her lips quivered as she whispered, "I promise to stay until justice is done." When the new autopsy report arrived, the room fell into silence. Xing Feng's hands trembled as he turned the pages. After a long pause, he finally spoke, "There are significant inconsistencies. The wounds described in the official report don't match the actual patterns. Some cuts were made after death." The implication was chilling: someone had tampered with Yu Menglong's body to hide the truth. "It's as if they wanted to erase evidence," Feng whispered. Those words caught like fire in dry grass. The internet erupted again, filled with conspiracy theories and heartbreak. Some believed it was connected to Menglong's final film project, which allegedly exposed corruption in the entertainment world. Others speculated it involved people of great influence who didn't want certain secrets exposed. But for Xing Feng, this wasn't just about uncovering a crime. It was personal. He and Menglong had been friends for over a decade, since the early days when they were struggling actors sharing cheap meals and impossible dreams. "We used to talk about our futures," Feng said, his voice breaking. "He once told me, 'If I ever fall, promise me you'll stand for me.' I never thought that day would come so soon." His words brought millions to tears. Support for the investigation surged. Even major stars like Su Kai and Tan Sanjiun, both of whom had worked with Menglong, publicly voiced their support, writing, "He deserves the truth." But not everyone was pleased with Feng's determination. Anonymous threats began flooding his messages. Some warned him to stop digging or face the same fate. Still, he refused to give up. Late one stormy night, he posted a single line to his private account: "They can destroy the body, but they cannot destroy the truth." That post went viral overnight. Fans filled the comments with messages of encouragement, calling him the last guardian of Menglong. Soon after, Feng began working closely with the family's lawyers to reopen the case. It was an uphill battle, slow, full of bureaucratic walls and unseen forces, but Feng never wavered. Meanwhile, Xing Fei finally returned to the public eye after weeks of silence. Standing before flashing cameras with tear-streaked cheeks, she recalled the last day she saw Menglong alive. "He said he was scared," she confessed, her voice trembling. "But he also said the truth must live, even if he couldn't." Xing Feng sat in the front row during the press conference. He lowered his head, his hands clenched tightly. Those were indeed Menglong's words, and now, he bore the weight of that promise. Weeks passed. Then came another revelation. The independent team led by Xing Feng discovered traces of a rare sedative in Menglong's bloodstream, a drug not listed in any medical records and only available under special authorization. This finding turned the investigation upside down. It was no longer a theory, it was evidence. The public was stunned. Fans organized vigils, lighting digital candles across platforms. "We will not forget you," they wrote in dozens of languages. And through it all, one name stood out: Xing Feng, the man who refused to bow to silence. But his fight came at a price. Feng began losing work offers, his reputation was attacked, and his home was reportedly monitored. Yet, he remained firm. "As long as I can breathe," he said during a live broadcast watched by millions, "I will speak. Because Menglong no longer can." The entire world wept. Xing Fei, watching from her apartment, held the small lotus pendant Menglong had given her years ago and whispered, "Thank you, Feng. You're the brother he always trusted." Now, Yu Menglong's grave has become a place of pilgrimage. Fans visit daily, leaving white flowers, letters, and candles. Someone believed to be Xing Feng left a folded piece of paper at the base of the tombstone. On it, written in blue ink, "Truth cannot be buried. I will guard it until the world knows." No one knows when the full truth will finally be revealed. But one thing is clear: this